Since I speak quite a lot about the difference between the authentic submission and fetish-driven submission, I think it's important to also talk about the frequent question that I hear from men, who start questioning themselves. So the question is, am I a true submissive, or am I just here to satisfy my needs because I like it? And obviously you have to like it. For some reason, there is the stereotype that submissive, especially men, for some reason, like, are so selfless. Men also see themselves, as soon as they start doing some acts of service, like actual service, for women, not just for themselves, they start pitying themselves. Maybe not at the moment, but after the addiction falls down, because these are waves, obviously, when you're not that aroused anymore, and then you're like, oh my God, she used me. No one used you. Okay, so first of all, when you engage in some kind of activities, whether it's offline or online, you consent to it. Obviously you can be mentally challenged, but again, it's not on the dom, even if I believe it's her responsibility to recognize it, and to send you away if she sees some self-harm behavior. Sometimes it's just the dom, it's not a psychotherapist, okay? And just based on what I said right now, you have to understand that there is no selfless behavior. Even if it looks that way, there is no selfless behavior. We do everything for ourselves first. We have our needs satisfied first. We always make sure. And even if it doesn't look like that, and even if maybe you don't think that way, but your subconsciousness always makes sure that you satisfy your needs. And sometimes your needs are not your wants. Sometimes your needs are well processed in some kind of trauma, and still engaging in the same type of scenario, where you play out the trauma. And until you stop the cycle, it will repeat itself. Because what, you think that your brain is your friend? Not necessarily. For your brain, the changes, and something new is unnecessary. For your brain, it's important to preserve you the way it is right now. That's why your brain has no interest in directing you into a better path. Sometimes it's actually a war with your brain in order to improve yourself. Anyway, are you a true submissive, or are you here just to satisfy your needs? And the answer is always both. It should be both. Because if we talk about any kind of relationship, including female-led relationship, including dom-sub relationship, we always have to remember, whether it's long or short, that the needs of both parties are supposed to be satisfied. But what's the key difference is that a true submissive would derive pleasure from the pleasure of the dom, of woman's pleasure. And here we can also come to the conclusion that I'm not speaking about the kink type of submission. Because if we take the dynamic where sub is female, male dom would also concentrate on her pleasure. You see, that's about male-female relationship. I'm not speaking about anything else. I'm not an expert in anything else. I just want to talk about what I know about, fine? So now I'm actually addressing male subs. Do you derive pleasure from her pleasure, despite of the means of receiving this pleasure? And when I use such definitions as like real submission, not real submission, it's not because I want to gatekeep some kind of submission. Again, because I don't concentrate on kink type of submission. If we talk about kink type of submission, that's gonna be just, well, you're just sexually submissive person, and you don't necessarily a service-oriented sub. You don't necessarily receive the fulfillment just knowing that she's happy. Maybe you just need to play. Maybe you just need to feel under someone's control. Maybe you just need to feel used and abused. It doesn't make you less of a sub in a kink type of scenario. But since I've been on the path of, as I think, improving men, bringing them from submission to devotion, I find it quite necessary to speak about topics like this. And if you want more, if you want the community of like-minded men who are service-oriented, and who want to improve themselves, welcome to the channel. I'm gonna attach the link below. It's a Telegram channel. It's called Masculine Reverence, the Devotee Code. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.